How's it going, YouTube? And welcome back to the Comic Fix, where tonight I'm talking about new Vertigo series, Hex Wives. I have issue number 1 and issue number 2 to talk about. It was really intriguing. Hex Wives issue number 1, I read it once when it came out. I did not enjoy it at all. And then issue number 2 came out. I thought I would do this video. I thought I would do them all together. When I read issue number 1 again, I saw that it was a lot better than... I may have been tired or whatnot, but I'm glad I didn't review it at that time, but I think I was really unfair to this book. So, let's look at issue number 1. This is a new Vertigo. Vertigo has just relaunched. This is a second creator-owned book. And we have these witches who, throughout their lives, they have been hunted down and killed. And they come back, they reincarnate, and they come back again and again. And each time, can't show the boobies, each time they are reincarnated and they're hunted down by these group of men. And yes, you can definitely see on here that it's being very like, F men, they're terrible. But I kind of enjoyed this whole this backstory of who the characters are. You don't get to see who they actually are as characters, but you get to see the situations they were put into, and it worked. Ugh, border towns. And then we have these men who their father, their grandfathers, their great-grandfathers are all killed by these women. And they find out about this spell that they get put on the witches. And so they do it. And these witches now are kind of thinking like the Stepford Wives, where they're living in Pleasantville. And they're just living out their lives, and everything seems really strange. Like, you got these fires in the background. These women cannot leave their the area that they're in, but they're just living in Pleasantville. And it was at this point when I first read it, I was really taken out of the story. But the second time, like, knowing that this is where the book was going to go, I was more accepting, and it felt like it flowed a lot better reading it a second time around. So we see these women, and they're all talking about their husbands and everything, and then lo and behold, that their husbands are these men that cast a spell. Issue number 2 follows up with that, where we get to see the day in the life of these women. Now, in the first issue, that day in the life of these ladies living in Pleasantville was about 4 or 5 pages, and I got it. I got what this girl was going through. And then throughout this whole entire issue, we get more of that. And then our main character, she starts hearing these screeches in the walls. And everything, like, she's like, oh, there's mice in here. I gotta get the mice. But then we see her going through her life with her husband. And we get to see, I won't show it here, but there's a situation where he starts breaking down. Well, I'll show you the breaking down part. He starts breaking down, and it looks like he's about to tell her that they put a spell on you. And then they have this weird sex situation that was really, really strange. Like, he goes and licks her face, and it was all just really strange. Ugh, Buttertown. And then we get to see the other women, the other witches, and their situation with their husbands, and it felt like it kept on repeating itself. From what I've heard is that this writer hasn't written any comics before. I think this writer was more in, he wrote regular books. And I don't know if the flow of each issue really works. Where the first half of the first issue, I felt like kind of worked, but it didn't really give me anything. And then the second half with the old Pleasantville, it didn't really flow all that well. And then issue 2 is more the same. I mean, the last page makes you say, okay, there's something about to happen, which I won't ruin. But I don't know if I have a true hold of what Hex Wives is actually going to be about. Because the first 2 issues feel very disjointed. But am I intrigued to see where it goes? Not really. I am getting a little tired, though, of... I've noticed with issue number 2 of these independent books, or of the creator-owned, they're having these like, oh, look at this! Hex Wife is creepy funny, Six is sexy tale of a powerful witch. I don't like this right here. It takes away from the art. Like, I can understand you putting that there and having it like on a page right here, but just right here, they don't sell books. They truly don't. They don't sell books. So, would I recommend anybody go out and pick up Hex Wives? I think not. I don't think I'll be picking up issue. I will pick up issue number 3 and see where it goes. And if it looks like it's going nowhere, I'll be dumping this book quick. But I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. So, have you guys read Hex Wives, and what do you guys think about it? Let me know down below. My name's David Lee. I love talking about creator-owned books, especially from the Image, Aftershock, Dark Horse, any of those type of books. So, if you like hearing about things that are not Marvel and DC, I'm the place to go. I love just talking about these. I love how every single month, every single week, I get these new books, these new number 1s, and I never know truly what I'm going to get. Sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't really get where the story's going, or it just feels like it's just setting up for what the whole entire story will be. But I love trying out new number 1s. So if you like new number 1s, if you like independent books, please subscribe. My name is David Lee, and I'll see you guys next time.